Welcome back to Lost for Words with Lori. It is Thursday. It is August the 18th. And boy, time flies quickly when you're working, having fun, and busy with a whole house full of kittens and a bird. So I hope you guys are all doing well. The last time I had anything going on here, I got a new tumbler from Crafts with Purple that says "Wash your fucking hands." I absolutely love it because you guys know that that's what I say is wash your fucking hands and be a good human, right? And then prior to that, I did an update on Murray and the kittens, and I never thought I was going to be one of those people who, posted animal stuff, but because Murray's showing up when she did, and the kittens have become kind of therapy for me because it's just amazing to be able to sit and spend time with amazing little creatures who are just so full of everything that's wonderful. Amidst all of the chaos that is first world stuff, it's been pretty awesome, and it's part of my healing journey. So I figured I would put up a video about the kittens, and it isn't about views or clicks or any of that bullshit. It's just part of my journey, and so I appreciate everybody who had nice things to say about the kittens. They sure are a lot of fun. But I thought I would take some time. It's been about a week, and give you guys an update. And once again, not disappointing, give you guys kind of the gist of what's going on Toxic Cesspool World, and my take on that. I started reading again. I used to love to read, and it's been a great distraction. I've, had some stuff going on, and I've been triggered, and I just needed some downtime. So I stopped going on the interwebs, and I've been reading, and I've been enjoying it, because reading is good for the soul. It's also good for the brain, and it's good to just decompress and not be on social media. But it's awful sad that when you're off the interwebs doing real life and working and doing those things, and then after a week or so you come back, and once again you see the toxic cesspool world is still swirling with the large lumps of gnarly shit, that it just keeps going on and on and on. And, I get it. It's a never-ending cycle of, this, that, and the other thing. But, I wasn't on the interwebs. I didn't see what was going on. I was on the interwebs, obviously, and I get notifications for my favorite content creators, and I've been watching them do videos, and I've been, kind of testing the waters and reaching out to other communities, and finding other interests and things that are really fun. And I've been really enjoying other content, whether it's the crafters or the people who are doing these online auctions. I picked up this beautiful toucan pin from this gal on an auction site a week or so ago. And I watched some magnet fishing, which was really kind of cool because, Toby always wanted to go try that. He always wanted to do metal detecting. He wanted to do all these adventurous things that he had seen on YouTube. And so I've just been taking some time to go watch the content, and it's been really, really cool. And to be fair, that's what the interwebs are supposed to be for, is to watch cool content and to enjoy things that people like and hobbies and make friends, and have a good time. But also in the process of that, there's still the war, the toxic cesspool and World War III that's been going on for God knows how long. But the main one that's been going on, and it looks like the main player, the main sociopath of the day, has lost another supporter, which creates a whole nother series of live streams, rebuttals, and truth serums, whatever the fuck you guys want to call them. And I get it. I understand why people do these, content so-called to clear the air, to, stand up for themselves and that kind of thing. But, the ones that I watched, recently, it was almost like a support group, if you will, the toxic trolls support group, show me on the doll where so and so, offended you or whatever. But it did. It read like a support group of those who were victimized and traumatized by the current cult leader of the community. And, the kicker is I watched the latest soap opera, and I posted something on my Twitter about it because, back in February, March, April, but mostly at that time, when people were saying something's fishy over here, we were the assholes. We were the ones who were like, oh, no, this person's wonderful, and how dare you, and yada, yada, yada. And I get it. There's no scorekeeping. But when you wanted to tell people that there's something not right here, and they attack you for that, and, people were really quick to drink the Kool-Aid, and a majority of these people who are now bonding together to support each other once participated in the same exact behaviors and the same activities. And to be fair, a lot of them are accountable for that, and a lot of them admitted when they were wrong and said, I did these things too, and I realized that they were wrong. And I'm not casting stones, and I'm not trying to throw shade, but it was inevitable. People were telling people that if you mess around, you're going to fuck around and find out. You're going to get thrown under the bus. These people, these narcissists, these sociopaths on social media are going to chew you up and spit you out if you're not accountable for your behavior, if you're participating in this kind of bullshit. And again, I'm not casting stones, but hopefully this is going to be a lesson to the people who are trying to rebuild their community and try to fix the issues to not fall back into that trap. You guys are all in a unique position to help everyone learn and grow, and I hope you don't fucking waste it. If you recognize patterns of bad behavior, and you recognize that people have the propensity, no matter who you are, me, you, everybody, to get sucked up in some kind of mob mentality, this, echo chamber, or, this he said, she said group stuff and the drama. If you recognize the propensity, you got to hold yourselves and all the people around you accountable for that behavior and try to manage conflict resolution in your first world with these people one-on-one and not make it a big scorekeeping game. Scorekeeping is fucking stupid. And even after the thing that was going on the last couple of days, there's still main players going around trying to intimidate other people. Oh, I saw you in so-and-so's live stream. Last time I checked, motherfuckers, you're not paying anybody's bills. So running around acting like you're the tough guy enforcer of all these, big bad, toxic sociopaths is really just making you look like a fool. There's no leader. There's no big man on campus in the social media YouTube world. Stop competing with everybody. I mean, people are unique, and everybody has a voice, and everybody needs to be heard, including this little cockatiel over here who thinks he rules the interwebs. But everybody needs to put their fucking egos aside and support each other and stop all this competition. I don't understand why all of a sudden everybody's goal is to get monetized, and once they get there, they start acting like a bunch of fucking assholes. For what? For your 50 cents that you're going to get off of the advertising? Because honestly, nobody on YouTube makes money until they're well over 5K, or unless they've got people really dumping in a hell of a lot in super chats. But last I checked, half these people are struggling financially just like the rest of the United States. So I don't understand what everybody's fighting about. The stuff that I'm watching going on is credible. These people are witnessing bad behavior, sociopathic behavior, first world, in real time, living in the environment. And it isn't hearsay. It's not just keyboard warrior bullshit. So it's very credible. And if some of y'all are still watching all of this unfold and are still going to continue to drink the Kool-Aid and act fools and still participate in bad behavior, that's a you problem, because eventually you're going to get torn down with the people who are behaving badly. And that's just a fact. That's a life lesson. That's a life fact, just like it was when we were in high school. You know, you hang around with the bad people and you go, vandalize a house. If you get caught vandalizing a house, whether you're holding the spray paint can or not, you're going to go down with them. And that's just a fact. That's the way society works. And unfortunately, in toxic cesspool world, that's the way it works too. If you have nothing to hide and you're being a good human and you're participating in good behavior and you're supporting people, your actions are going to speak louder than the lies that people try to tell about you. And that's what you should be caring about. Be accountable for your shit. Apologize for your past behavior. Be accountable that you did this shit once too, and you participated in bad behavior. Nobody's ass is clean in any of this. Make amends in private with the people who you got beef with, and then stay humble and go forward. Make content. And hopefully you guys can rebuild the communities that you guys once loved and yearned for, with a little bit of more smarts and lessons and mentality that, we're all unique. We all have a voice, and we all have a right to do the things that we love and support each other without all this drama, without all this bullshit, this game playing, and when you see the bad behavior, call it out in real time and hold people accountable. Own your shit, own your channels, own your platform, and just say, nah, we don't do that here. Bye. There's the door. Don't tolerate it, because the more people that stand up for themselves, the harder it's going to be for these trolls to get under your skin, because they do. They love to see people get upset. They get their jollies off of it. That's what sociopaths and narcissists do. And you can't fight with them. You can't reason with them. You can't argue with them. They don't care. They have no empathy. They have no feelings for anybody but themselves. And they will trash a whole community of YouTubers just to reach their end goal. And that's really sad. But you don't have to participate in that. I mean, you don't. Proof's in the pudding. I know a handful of channels that have not participated in it, and they're creating content, and they're having fun, and they're doing what they do, and they are growing organically, and they are fine, and they're happy. And, y'all laughed and basically dismissed a handful of people because you wanted to drink the Kool-Aid and be part of something bigger, and it bit you in the ass. Again, if your ego writes checks that your ass can't cash, then it's time to take a look at your own behavior and your own accountability. I have a very cranky bird who thinks that he owns the internet, but that's what I have to say. I appreciate that people are recognizing the bad behavior now, because it's happened to enough people. It's sad that it had to come to that. But at the same time, what you do with it going forward is really important, and how you support each other and hold people accountable when that behavior keeps coming up, or when you recognize patterns. Be a good friend. When the new people come in, nurture them, explain to them that they are allowed to do what they want. If they want help, they need to ask for it. And don't give unsolicited, I'm going to take you under my wing, and tell them gossip and teach them bullshit because, you want them on your side. I mean, that's what causes all this division. Everybody spots a new person in the community, and then they have to fucking play tug of war over them. How fair is that to your new people? Your new people are confused, and they don't know which side to go on. It's almost like everybody's... what is it? Like the draft, like the NFL draft, the hottest rookie who just coming straight out of high school, who has, the best talents, has to choose between all of these people so they can make money. I mean, the colleges or even the NFL will go at them and shove a whole bunch of attractive things in their face just to see who they'll sign with. And that's what this feels like. It's a big tug of war for all the new people. Let the new people come in and make friends and get support and learn good behavior, good patterns, good lessons, good social media skills by example, not by watching people hate each other, tear each other up, and take sides in high school bullshit, because that's what's scaring everybody away. And now nobody's making content, you know, and that's really sad. But anyway, I had to weigh in because that's what I do. I couldn't believe it, you know. Again, I've spent a good week off of the internet. I've been very busy taking care of kittens. I've been working, and of course I got exposed to the virus and I had to stay home. And so, of course, I'm dreadfully bored because I can't leave my house to go work my part-time gig. And so now I'm forced to find things to do to distract me. And I got caught up and I looked again, and this is still going on in toxic cesspool world. You guys need to support each other, love each other, and just stop with the drama. It doesn't need to be such a circus act. It doesn't need to be so dramatic. It just needs to be a bunch of people talking and supporting each other, and not beating a dead horse either. That's all. That's my 2 cents, whether you agree or disagree. I'm grateful to see people basically shaking off the fuzz and the fog in their brain and going, you know what? Certain people's behavior really is not acceptable, and we do not have to tolerate that. And standing up for themselves and establishing boundaries. I'm proud of the people that I see doing that every day, and helping each other cope and heal with, you know, the fact that they were terrorized by these sociopaths and these narcissists. And I can appreciate that. That's what you should do. But we should be doing it all the time. We should be holding each other accountable all the time. And if you guys really want to repair and heal your communities after they're terrorized, you need to be, from the word go, is not allow that kind of behavior, and recognize what they do to try to suck people in. And if somebody's telling you you can't go somewhere and start scorekeeping your behavior, you basically have to no contact. Just shut them down. I'm sorry, but last I looked, nobody's paying my bills. You don't live under my roof. You don't pay my bills. You aren't the boss of me. And don't allow people to scorekeep your fucking friendships on the internet. Oh, you can't be friends with so-and-so. I can be friends with whoever the fuck I want. I've proven it. I can be friends with people who have warring factions. I can be friends with people who don't like each other on opposite sides of the fence, because I have my own standards, my own boundaries, and my own limits with people. That end of story. It's just like in the first world. And if you say something to me, or if you hurt my feelings, I'm going to come to you in private like a real human and say, listen, we need to have a conversation. Proved it. And everybody needs to follow that same model of behavior. And not talk shit about other people to other people behind their back. You know, the argument has been, well, you know, you gossip about people. No, I don't. If I have people that I trust and I need support in a situation, I'm going to go talk to them. The trust level that you have is that the person that you're talking to isn't going to run around behind your back and start talking shit. Well, so-and-so said this and so-and-so said that. Okay, fine. If somebody does that and comes to you and says, well, I heard so-and-so was talking shit about you, your response is, sounds like a you problem, take it up with them. I don't want to gossip about nobody. But if I'm having a serious problem and I need some assistance with it and I want to talk to my friends, that's my prerogative. But God damn it, people, stop gossiping. People want to talk about things and issues and feelings. Keep it to your goddamn self. You don't need to run around and talk shit about everybody around you, even if you don't like them. You know, you can throw your juice boxes in private, and you may not like somebody for who they are. But if you don't trust somebody and you're not real close to somebody, go gossip with your first world people who aren't on YouTube, because then there's no harm, no foul, right? If you want drama, read a book. I can recommend a whole bunch of them to you. I've got some great ones I've been reading. Watch a movie. Go to MTV if you want the real world. But don't do it in real life. Don't hurt real people because you're bored. Don't go terrorize communities because you think you're a tough guy or a tough girl and you want to be a troll because it gets your jollies off. Because that just makes you a repulsive, repugnant human. But that's what I have to say. I love you guys. I care about a lot of you. I love the content. I love the creativity. I want to see people doing what they love, because that to me is what social media is about. It's about being social. It's not about hate. It's not about all this drama. But wash your fucking hands. Be a good human. I love you guys.